Okay, how's everybody doing out there? My name is Melvin Isaac. I'm your community certified producer at Brick Arts Medium. I'm a professional artist, and right now we are at the Brick Art Mini Studio on Fulton Street, and I'm here now with a extinguished guest, and her name is Annette Perry, and she's gonna be talking about a whole bunch of positive. I'm talking about positive stuff that she are doing now and will be doing in the future. So, Annette, tell us what are you gonna be talking about?
So I'm going to be talking about my design work, the books I currently am working on, as well as community advocacy, and letting everyone know how to be a part of that and support it.
Great, great, great. So is we're gonna start with you have a lot of topics that you're gonna be speaking about. So I want to let you continue on what you're doing and start with topic number one, and I will be. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
There you go.
So, just to give a little background and history, when people ask about me, I don't speak about being a business. I speak about what I am. I'm a warrior, I'm a survivor, I'm a fighter. And that is who I am in my core and what helps me when it comes to empowering as an artist, as a parent, and an advocate for my community. I have an intense passion to challenge myself and push the imagination. And growing up, I had an early start in building that and developing it because I come from a creative family. My grandmother, who was a pottery maker, she was also a person that liked to sew and learn new things. So my mom taught me how to sew because of the many things I was taught, that's one thing that really stuck with me. It ended up being where I fell into career wise. But, and excuse me because I have cystic fibrosis. I'm going to be kind of clearing my throat and coughing a lot. But in growing up, because I have this chronic illness, being a artist and a creator is kind of how I coped with the complexities of this disease. It has basically helped me to really hone those skills when it comes to making some of the things that I do. I went to school for design and merchandising and have been in that industry for over 15 years as a technical designer and freelancer, working on everything from infant wear to plus size, as well as doing various costume commissions. I have worked with many organizations, doing work with small companies for independent movies, costumes for Comic Con, costumes and apparel for different types of wear, everything from office to maybe for children's plays. And I've worked with people from Urban Action Showcase, the New York Cosplayer Network. I've worked with other respective community organizations to do things like this in particular, where I worked with a group for NYCC, and we were working and showing people how to take everyday items to make amazing things to kind of make their dream come reality when it came to the costumes they wanted to wear without spending a lot of money. So, another thing I will be talking about is my work as an author. But prior to that, again, even when I did the work in design, like I did for these couple of film projects, as well as a couple of costume projects for other conventions, seen here, all that same creativity helped me to develop where I went. This is actually two parts to this. I did a Guinan costume for a client that went to Star Trek Las Vegas. She ended up, as you can see, being chosen to be on stage with Whoopi Goldberg. There was another costume of the same type that she had requested for her granddaughter that she was able to wear to another one of these events and was pictured, you will see on the social media page, with Lieutenant Aroara, God rest her soul. When I was in high school, I loved writing. I had a few works published through writing competitions through high school and college, but I had pushed that aside up until the time of the pandemic when I rediscovered my love for writing. At that time, I published my poetry book called Soulful Journey, which you can find on Amazon or even through my website, AroaraGlobal.com. That's AROARA, global.com. And into that book, I poured my high school writings and my other writings from before that time, as well as a few illustrations that I did while we were in quarantine. At that time, I was inspired to continue writing again. And because I was already exposed to the literacy deficiencies that we currently face in early learned childhood education, I felt like the stories that I tell my daughter at night needed to be shared. We needed to address the issues that the pandemic had highlighted when it came to where we were kind of slipping when it came to childhood literacy. As I saw for myself coming out of the pandemic, because a lot of children were kind of on the laptops, not getting the same type of assistance they were getting prior, and then coming back into the classrooms isolated almost, and separated within the classrooms, not getting what they needed to be at the level they should be on, either for their age or for their grade levels. The stories that I tell my daughter, I put into books. I grew up in the 80s, and these life lessons stuck with me till this day. And I wanted to share them and help to highlight the issues that I saw in our community when it came to literacy. And this opened up many conversations, many much needed conversations about not only issues with literacy, because it's not just reading, it's how we communicate. It's why we have to read to our children from the womb. But the topics of discussion were also very important. Through the NanoSense series that I created, also available at AroaraGlobal.com and on Amazon, I was able to have the conversations with parents, teachers, caregivers about very important topics, and also open up the conversation of how we approach young children with various topics and why it's very important that we approach them while they're young. Collaborating with other early learned child care in organizations, parent groups and organizations. I also have done quite a few group roundtables on various books, including my own. And you can see a lot of those conversations and comments from parents, teachers, and caregivers on my YouTube channel, Aroara 2364. And you can also see some of the book reviews and comments as well. As a community advocate, I love to give my time and energy to causes that really change future and current generations in a positive way, especially when it comes to health and wellness, fitness, and spiritual growth. I am most passionate about my work with the Cystic Fibrosis Organization, the Foundation, and the East New York Success Community Garden. I have facilitated a few virtual conventions with the CFF, or the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, to help to bridge gaps in the community and as well as speak to diversity, the much needed diversity. My work with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation has also been very strong when it comes to the racial equity work, when it comes to healthcare and how people of color are treated, and the different experiences that we are trying to change to be more positive and more serving to the community. The work that I'm doing with the foundation in terms of the racial equity in healthcare, and that is still ongoing, and it will be ongoing for some time because we have a lot of work to do to serve our community better. As a facilitator in some of the virtual conventions, I have networked with many other, very much not only enhanced the whole community, it has really sparked a lot of change. And that's why I really have a deep, heartfelt passion in the work that they do and they're still doing and will be doing for a long time to come. I have also volunteered as an instructor for the Lifestyles Foundation. I have been on walks, like you see here with me and my daughter, to help raise money to support some of the other programs they have for patients and families. Caregiving for this community is very intense, both mentally and physically. I have also taught classes on health and wellness, creating different recipes and things for people that really needed maybe a nuance on what is given to that community, even if it's just for mental health and meditation. It has been a very rewarding experience, an experience that I want to continue to support and to also grow. So with that, of course, awareness, and that's the biggest part of it. And in addition to, yeah, of course, donations and volunteering, a lot of people don't know about it. So being a voice for it is kind of, without question to me. As you can see on the bottom, I've also done a few articles for the Lifestyles Foundation as well as for other groups within that community to give voice to different things and different aspects of life that affect that community. With the East New York Success Community Garden, I do a lot of volunteer work throughout the year. I love to give my energy to the community, and every time we have a holiday like Thanksgiving, I'm there helping to give out food. I'm there when we have things for the kids to help them organize, decorate, set up, clean up. We promote gardening and living a healthy and holistic life. Coming up this May 6th to be exact, I am hosting a Faye Day with Christamanga Cafe, and we will be asking families to come out and share in the beauty of the garden, as well as enjoy the fun and fantasy that comes with the word Faye. For those who may not know, Faye means fantasy, fairy, and we want to bring that to East New York. We have the wonderful AHA Broadway group coming to perform for us in conjunction with the Kindness Project. We have help from the New York Cosplayer Network. We're going to be DJ'd by Dreams Made Entertainment, and we'd love you all to come out. If you go on Eventbrite, you can get that through bit.ly//3ZIV3TK to register. You can register as a vendor, you can donate, or you could just go on our wish list and help support the project so that we can get much needed materials for the children. We could get more decorations. It helps us to fund all the festivities that will be going on that day. Coming up July 10th in the summer, I'm going to be starting some basic sewing classes. Please come register at Eventbrite. The Eventbrite link is bit.ly/S EWING and the number 1. If you are looking for some advanced assistance, please reach out to me. You can reach out at aroara.info@gmail.com. Aroara, again, is spelled AROARA, because I will be teaching some basic machine understanding, measuring, the tools of the trade, a slight patterning. So if you need anything beyond that, please reach out. And I am flexible. I do virtual classes. I do some private classes. These are things near and dear to my heart. And I love to share my information to educate the youth. Anytime that I am hosting or doing any projects, whether it be private or part of a team, I let people pick my brain. I give them that professional feedback. Anytime a child, young adult is telling me they're interested in getting into the design or fashion industry, I tell them, my industry experience and what that looks like financially and a career path they may think they really liked or was into. They may need to make some adjustments, hearing it from a different perspective, from behind the scenes. So in addition to that, I have to give a shout out to two other organizations that do a lot for the community and help us to be whole in another way of self-care. The Nayendo Arts, they are a MMA organization teaching self-defense, and Damsels in Defense. They are a group that, and I have to say specifically Ms. Beverly, she is a part of that organization, and she is a representative that does demos and workshops in person and virtually to help women who have experienced human trafficking and rape to feel empowered. She is a representative that helps them get what they may need as far as some professional assistance, as well as if you need a stun gun, if you need a bag that can help stop a bullet, that's the woman to call. If you check my website, AroaraGlobal.com, I'm going to be putting some information and some links there for people to get in contact directly with these organizations. In particular, Nayendo Arts is having a workshop in Brooklyn, the 18th of March this month. So please come on out, demo at the workshop. You can ask questions directly to Kiyoshi. Thank you. I want to ask again, if you can support one or any of the causes you support, so many, even the smallest amount. If you would like to donate to Aurora Global, please, you can donate online. You can also donate at the Cash App, $CCD, MIZZP. If you would like to reach out to Aurora Global through one of our social media sites on Facebook, I can be found at aurora.info, and that's the same as the email. For Instagram, it's Aurora CD Ms. Perry, MIZZ Perry, or on our YouTube page, AuroraTube 2364. Thank you. If you check out the website, I'm going to be adding a lot of new merchandise, a lot of which will be in part donated to these various causes. So I ask you to please come and check them out. We are supporting other organizations and youth and other artists as well. They will be submitting things to be put on different items that will go into our Fay Day, into other workshops, and other things coming in the future with the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation as well.
Okay, so I believe this is the end of the show, and I want to thank you very, very much,
Thank you,
Annette, for giving that outstanding, that brilliant presentation about what you do for people, for yourself, for your family, for the community, and for the world. So I'm pretty sure everyone that's out there that is listening to this will enjoy that too, because she's a very, very outstanding promoter and public speaker as well, and a writer. A lot of stuff that we did in the podcast that y'all didn't see us, but y'all heard us. And I'm just going to come down with some of the stuff that she was speaking about. Basically, what she is doing, I don't want to ask her, I want to say a few things to give her the props of who she is. As we know, we here with a royalty at most. She's a community activist, a writer, novel for children books, a designer and an educator, developer on building products, especially for the community as well, a writer of poetry, a soul food journal final book, and she's a volunteer for the community-based activities. She speaks about her website about literacy with kids, children, parents need to read to their children. She created a conversation to start about literacy. So she wants people to get into speaking about this literacy. And that's how she wants people to start the conversation into a question, answer, to keep asking questions to get this out the way. And the lesson and discussion, for example, Nana say, don't drink that. And I want her to just say something about that. What do you mean by that?
Absolutely. So one of my books is called Nana Said Don't Drink That. And that book in particular opens up the conversation about adult beverages. And that one in particular, I have had a lot of great discussions with parent teaching organizations because it highlights how to introduce that subject to very young children. Something you're not finding anywhere, especially the fact that in my books, they're particularly diverse for a reason, because these are things that are not seen for children that age, that look like them. These things are happening. You can't wait until they're, older to want to have this conversation. They have come across an adult beverage when they were young.
Yes.
And in order for you to, kind of have that conversation and have a positive result from the experience, whether you're around or not, is to introduce it first, and you can introduce it in this way.
Yes. I definitely believe that, and say that you're 100% right. And again, I want to appreciate for coming on to this show, which is your particular show right now, but we airing this on the Brick Arts Medium under my show, which is the Artistic Talent, that the viewers will see this I come on every Monday and Wednesday on channel 68, and it's from 1 a.m., 11 a.m., and again on 4 p.m. So you will see that soon, and if she want to leave, I believe you left where they could reach you at. Did you do that already?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to have another probably sometime again soon with her, and she's going to be discussing all these positive things to help out our community, the world, about what she's doing. So that's a great thing. I'm really grateful to having you here, and I'm really thankful. So thank you very much, and I appreciate everything that you gave, because you're a very gifted and talented person. So you uplifted my spirit as well just by being here, because I didn't have that knowledge of what you was going to talk about. So that really gave me the insight of what's going on here. But this is very positive, especially for the ones that's out there that was listening. So again, please go to her website, go to my show to listen to it. Plus, she's going to create her own. It's going to be on SoundCloud. She'll be under Annette Perry, so we're going to have that together too where y'all can hear it. But right here, you'll be under the Artistic Talent. But we're going to put this on YouTube, Facebook, and all the other Twitters, LinkedIn, all these other social mediums. So this way, want to get the word out. You know, that way they'll know what you about or what you doing. And they can reach back at to you because you already left that information. And I think this is a great thing. You know, who knows? You know, I always say God have a lot of good things for us. You never know. And sometimes he put us in certain position to express our talent, our gift that he gave us to birth. So I think this is one of your, you know, time to express that. And like they said, when opportunity come, you're ready. You know, she's ready. The opportunity came and she was ready. She delivered. So with that, we have to close out because we got to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Time is short now.
Yeah.
So I thank you again for delivering that great message. You're welcome. And we'll see you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gone.